All right, I believe we're live. Jason Blumer here, CEO and founder of Thriveal. My Wi-Fi just a minute ago said it's trying to reconnect, but I think it's connecting okay. So welcome everybody. We do this Ask Jason question series every week, Mondays, 2 p.m. Eastern. So you can tune in there live if you want to, or we're going to upload the video to a lot of different places so you can watch it. We're going to take a quick turn in the way we're going to do Ask Jason this week, because last week we did a video and we uploaded it and we got so many comments. We got almost 10,000 views on the video, which was huge. And we had a lot of comments and questions, follow-ups. So we're going to kind of talk about what the last week's video was about, and maybe some of the follow-up questions, and see if we can answer those. They were really good and really cool. So, but before we do that, I wanted to let you know a couple of things about Thriveal. I may have mentioned it before, but we have an incubator program coming up really soon. It's going to be taking place in late July, and it is for entrepreneurial firm owners who want to just build a foundation of a solid firm as an entrepreneur. So that's coming up late July. And you can get on our list. You can fill out a list where we send out a growth guide to you. We have another growth guide coming out in February. So what we'll do is we'll put in the comments where you can sign up to get on our email list and get a growth guide. And if you're on that guide list, then we're going to send you some info on our incubator. So that's coming up soon. So let's dive into what this week's Ask Jason question series is all about. It's really good. So here's what last week's video was about, the one that got almost 10,000 views and a lot of comments. So let's read it. It says, what if I train my team so well that they become entrepreneurs and they actually take my clients with them? And just a brief synopsis, if you remember when we were talking about that, the risk was putting some of your team, the technical team, in, facing your clients so that they become tight with your clients. And then what if those team members become so tight with your clients and they're entrepreneurs and they leave your firm and take your clients with you? Well, last week we talked about that is certainly a risk. It is a risk we take in our firm. It is a model we'd like to operate under. And so, I think the result of last week's video was to say, yep, take that risk. That's part of the risk of growth. You should do it. But we got a lot of great comments back that talked about training a team to stay. I thought that was so good. Like, what if you train a team and that team stays? And that's the risk you take. I guess really that's the other side of the risk. So one side of the risk is you train a team, you teach them really to do their work really well, and then they take your clients with them and go somewhere else. That's a risk. But the other side of the risk is really the reward to this risk balancing that you do, and that's that you train a team really well and they stay. So there were comments like from Matthew Hegum, CEO of Some Innovation, that talked about what happens then if you train them and they stay. And some people said, how do you keep them? How do you make them stay? And so some of the comments were referencing a sticky culture, which is something we care about in our firm too. So let's say you want to train a team and they actually stay and make your firm better. What makes them want to stay? Somebody else alluded to what makes them want to leave. Is it more money? Then maybe those are the wrong kinds of people. So my partner and I, Julie, spend a lot of time building what we call a sticky culture, a culture where people don't want to leave or can't leave, or it's not something they want to do. And that's what we're building. And that takes a lot of involvement. So this video is really about the commitment it takes to build a team. Building a team takes a lot of commitment from the leaders and the owners. We do it daily. We did it even today, where some team were struggling over the weekend, and we have to hop on a call and go, what are you struggling about? And just because you're struggling, it's not a knock against you. It's not a thing that damages you in our eyes. It's actually just something you're struggling with, and we can help you. Those things build team culture. So we meet weekly. That's just to get to know each other. We do learning weekly. We're reading through a book. We use EOS, Entrepreneurial Operating System, found in the book Traction, to grow and scale our firm. So we have the book, What the Heck is EOS? And it's really for employees of firms who are going through EOS. And we're reading this together and learning. And we have a weekly team agenda where we build culture, question of the day, quote of the day, just to learn more about who people are and who we are. And the result is that our team collaborates really well, but even that doesn't happen automatically, right? We have to push a team together to collaborate, because a team automatically comes to the leaders to say, hey, I'm struggling with this, I need an answer on this, which is all fine. But what we can do is say that person over there on your team can also provide you valuable advice. And when one team member learns from another team member, that really starts building some serious sticky culture. And when you've developed a sticky culture, that's when you can train a strong team, and that team will stay, so that training blesses and brings value to your firm. So these were great comments, and maybe in the future we'll do some more follow-ups to the Ask Jason question series when we have so many comments and so many views. But this one was about training a team and that team staying. And how does that happen? It happens with a sticky culture. And how do you do those things? Well, I think it takes intentional pushing teams together to collaborate and care for one another. So keep sending in your questions, or if you're watching this video, comment below, and we may follow up with some more follow-ups. These are really good, lots of fun, and we learn so much. And again, get on our email list. You can get the free guide. We just put that link in the comment. You can get that free guide. It'll put you on an email list. We'll send you a growth guide. We're going to send you another growth guide in February. And then we're going to start telling you more about our incubator program, a 2.5-day intensive program where we're going to all just learn live together in Greenville, South Carolina, late July, about how to build, launch, or just grow your company, how to build an entrepreneurial organization. So thank you for joining us on the Ask Jason question series every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you next week. Over and out.